Welcome, welcome everyone. Hope you can hear me okay. I want to make sure this is hooked up okay to the group. As you know, sometimes Facebook, sometimes technology can keep us in the dark. All right, let's see here. I'm going to make sure this is showing up. If you can hear me okay, just go ahead and say you can hear me okay, and um, tell me where you're watching this from. I love seeing from people from all over the world. It's amazing seeing those comments. I've had people all over the globe. I need to get one of those maps on the wall where you can put the pins on them. I think that'd be so cool. And just kind of keep track of where people are watching from. All right, one more thing. I'm not seeing it, so let me go ahead and refresh. And just give StreamYard permission to see your name so that I can see your name inside the... I'm not seeing it here. Let me see if it's on the other one here. Okay, so it is showing here. So, all right, we'll go from here, I guess. You have to roll with it when you get it here. So it's not showing in the Shining Mentors group. For those of you that aren't in the Shining Mentors Successful Entrepreneurs group, make sure that you sign up for it. Just join it. It's a wonderful group. We are always really getting through those success blocks, those energy blocks that are keeping you from having that successful business. And I don't know why it's not showing in there, but let me see if it's showing in this other group real quick. And then we can go from there. So much fun. And today, guys, we're going to go at the end, we're going to go over the energy of your business oracle deck so that we can draw a card for you this week to get some guidance. So make sure that you stay on to the end. And usually I do the 3-card draw, and then we will allow people to get their own card drawing. Oh, yep, it's showing there. So for some reason, it's not showing in the Shining Mentors group, which is not cool because it's showing that it's going live soon. So weird. All right. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Melissa Zoske, and I'm an energy alignment business mentor, and I help spiritual entrepreneurs clear their success blocks from this lifetime, as well as those that are inherited from their subconscious, upper limit blocks, limiting beliefs, all those things that are keeping you from your success. We clear those out, and then we are able to create a sustainable and scalable business because we're tapped into our intuition. All right. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Nia. So glad to see you here. Awesome. All right. We're going to be talking today about this beautiful topic of learning how one intuitive offer can create a 6+ figure business. It can actually create multiple 6 figures. And even 7 figures. It is an absolute necessity, especially if you're finding yourself being that intuitive business owner, healer, coach that is finding themselves burned out and overwhelmed because you're doing too many things. All right. So I wanted to talk to you about your gifts and how you offer them to help others. Okay. So many of you tell me that you have tons of offers, yet no one seems to be wanting them. And there's lots of reasons that can go around that. But the biggest thing is you're feeling exhausted. And that feeling of overwhelm and burnout is constantly coming in, almost threatening to stop you in your tracks. And I can say from a place of experience that it's because you've spread yourself too thin. And that's exactly what I used to do. I had so many offers and I had so many different ways people could work with me. And I had low offers, I had high offers, and it's just so many that remember that first off, a confused mind chooses nothing, right? I'll go into huge department stores that overwhelm me and I'll leave with nothing. Well, if I go into like a specialized boutique, I see the things clearly and I can find something easily and I buy that thing, right? And so otherwise you end up leaving with a bunch of junk you don't want, or you leave with nothing. So a confused mind does nothing usually. So the thing to remember is if you are all over the place, and from what we know about energy, we want to focus, it where we want it to go, right? We want to focus our energy where we want it to go. And if you're giving the universe so many options, what happens? It's all scattered. That energy goes all over the place and it's scattered all over, and you're not getting that impact that you want. It's like intention. When you are placing intention, you want it to be very specific, right? You don't say, well, I want this and maybe this over here and maybe this over there too. And oh, there's some of that over there would be. No, we want to be specific. And you can choose all those things one at a time, right? But being specific about what you want one at a time is going to be give it the most impact. So we want you to really be stepping up to that. We don't want the scattered energy. We don't want that for you. We want you to have focused energy that has massive impact, okay? So the number one thing that I recommend is a drum roll when it comes to what you're offering is to create one amazing offer that has the magic and impact to create massive transformations, okay? So think about that for a minute. We know that one session with someone, we know that every one of your offers, every one of your sessions, styles, all of them can create change, right? They can create some pretty powerful shifts. But is that one session they have with you going to clear all their problems at once? And they're going to leave you, they're going to become rich, famous, beautiful, energized. Are they going to have all that from one session? I don't know about you, but I haven't met anybody that's ever done that. So it's usually something that's an ongoing journey, right? So when you create one amazing offer that has that magic and that impact that creates massive transformations, what would that offer look like, right? So it's all about creating something that is going to be like maybe a 3-month or 6-month of a journey of them to go through with you using all your beautiful gifts, right? To help them get there. And sometimes it's hard to get your mind wrapped around it because you don't see how your gifts can all go together, but I promise you they can. That's one of the gifts that I have. And with my members of my program, we go over it. Last week, we pulled together somebody with their new program, pulled all their gifts together, and their mind was blown. And it's crazy because once you do that, you can get out there immediately and sell them. And people get that, wow, they get that energy of, wow, this is what I need. And it's not like a one size fits all because you have all these gifts in there that do different things, right? They create different impact. And it's an ongoing journey. So it's creating that shift and that transformation over time. All right. So part of this is letting go of your own success blocks around limiting beliefs, unconscious thoughts and patterns that keep holding you back. And this is the biggest thing that I see around people creating their transformational offer. They've been taught by different gurus that they have to have all these offers and they have to put them everywhere and they have to get out there. But what that does is it causes a lot of burnout and overwhelm again, because you cannot do it all. Like I said, focus on that one big thing and skip all the little things, because I teach this in my, I'll bring this up right now, my 1K per day masterclass, how we're going to be doing this in actually 2 weeks. So if you want to get that, I'll put the link in the comments below. But the 1K per day talks about, and we teach you, and we actually go through it within that masterclass, how this transformational offer will actually get you where you need to be, okay? And when you're building it, you're actually letting go of those old beliefs that you have to have all these things all over the place just because the gurus told you, right? It's about really stepping into, okay, you can step into this new level of thinking and being. And so part of that is clearing your success blocks. And we're going to be going over that in the 1K per day as well. We're going to actually be doing energy work in there that helps you clear out those limiting beliefs, those upper limit blocks, those financial glass ceilings, you name it. We're going through it, okay? And those unconscious thought patterns that keep holding you back. I don't know about you, but we've had a ton of those. And remember, they're not just ones from your parents or from this lifetime. We're going to address those, but it's really important that you do address those. But going over the inherited beliefs, those things that, you're not born just an empty slate, right? You're born with memories, beliefs, traumas, all those things going back hundreds, if not thousands of years. Things that you got from your ancestors, and they're held in cellular memories. So your DNA comes into play here. And it's all about reprogramming that, creating new patterns in your mind, creating new patterns in your energy so that you are then putting out that energy to attract what you want back, okay? So the inherited is one thing, but there's also the absorbed from others. What did you absorb from others? We already know that our parents had a lot to play with how we believe and how we think, right? But did you realize that the collective, especially right now, we have a lot of media going on. We have a lot of negative thinking. We have a lot of from the collective. So that's the collective consciousness. It's all over the place. And that can be from the past, it can be from the now, and for the future. There's no distance when it comes to energy and time, okay? So it doesn't matter what your past results are, too. I want you to remember this. Even if you have failed repeatedly, it doesn't mean you have to keep failing. What that does do, though, for you or against you is it makes you believe that you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to do it again because you've created a pattern of failing. Maybe you didn't get the past results that you wanted. And so now you're like in the back of your mind and your subconscious, you're thinking, well, I'm going to fail again. And so those are one of the things that need to be cleared out as well. Those are all success blocks. And it's really important that you are understanding that these are just energies. They're beliefs. A belief is just something that you've told yourself or somebody else has told you over and over again until you believe it. It's just words. All right. So those are things that we want to make sure we let go of so that then you can create this one transformational offer that creates that massive impact with your people. Okay. The next step in this is you have to get into a vibrational match to that next level version of you, the one who is wealthy, vibrant, passionate, and in flow. Okay, not the one scattered and freaking out and hustling all over the place. We want that vibrational match to what you want to be. What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? What do you want to see in your bank account? Are you in a vibrational match to your bank account? I mean, if you aren't right, if your bank account isn't where you want it to be right now, that means you're not in a vibrational match with it because you have something that you want here. And if you're a match to it, it's over here, right? So if you're not, you know you're not in a vibrational match. So that's all a part of what we're going to be doing in the 1K per day. So I really highly recommend that you come in because we have so many things that come up that are, oh, they're incredibly magical, okay? So the thing about that being in a vibrational match, the success blocks for one thing, and then also being in that vibrational match with what you want to be, that next level version of you, is using energy to clear that out. You know me, I'm a huge energy junkie. I love all things energy. Energy is super important, right? So you can use energy tools to help you clear those success blocks. We all have our favorite. And then also to install the positive. Now I'm going to teach how to do that in the 1K per day as well. And it's with my quantum key method. That's my favorite method. It's something that I developed and was downloaded years ago. And I've had thousands of people go through it. It's phenomenal for being quick and easy. We're talking 5-10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a 40-minute meditation. It can be very quick and it can be easy. So if you have a belief that it has to be hard, that's one of the first things you're going to have to work on. Okay. After doing all that, so you have your transformational offer, you have your clearing of your blocks, you have your infusing of your positive beliefs and being in vibrational alignment, then you can easily, this is the next step, call in your soulmate clients that light you up and that you love to serve because you don't want just anybody. All right. You want clients that you're excited to work with. I don't know about you, but when I wasn't doing the kind of work that really lit me up, I would dread going to work. I would start getting tired easier. I wouldn't be able to work with as many people. But when I found that thing, what I do right now that lights me up, that I get excited about, that I feel vibrant and energized about, and I get excited about working with my people, then I knew that I would more easily call in my soulmate clients. All right. And that's where it's all about. All right. You raising your vibration helps everything around you lift up to match that. Now, this is where I talk about when you work on one thing, you work on everything. You cannot clear one block. You cannot clear one energetic block. And then it only clears that one thing because anything that's in that same resonating frequency clears out as well. So that's where you get the most bang for your buck. And when you work on one thing, everything changes. And I talk about this often, like the one belief, I'm not good enough, which always comes up. I tell you guys, it always is there. I'm not good enough. Nobody wants me, that kind of thing. Right. And hey, I've been there. We can still get little parts of those things in a different frequency come up for me that that one I didn't realize was there, and I'll clear it out. But if you have that one belief, I'm not good enough, when you think about that, it's so easy to understand, like your body, if you're the president of your own country and every one of your cells are citizens, and the president in you is saying, I'm not good enough. Nobody wants me. Your cells are going to hear, I'm not good enough. So what they do is they're like not good enough to repair, regenerate, to clear out. Their lymphatic system, your lymphatic system's not going to work. Your organs don't function properly. You get sick easier because they're not good enough to do the work, right? If you're putting out, I'm not good enough, you're attracting people that treat you not good enough. So relationships are bad. They're negative because you're putting that out there. People are going to come into your life. They're like, she's not good enough. I don't need to treat her good. Or they purposely come in to treat you bad because that's what you're attracting. So you can see where this goes into your finances too. It's just energy. All of it is energy. You're attracting low pay, low dollars, and it just goes on and on. So you have to make sure that you're in a vibrational alignment, okay? And that is really the most important thing. So when you're looking at your offer and you're looking at all your offers that you have, I'm not saying get rid of them, but you can have one big transformational offer that you are offering to your people, knowing that it's going to be what changes their life, right? It's going to change their life. From there, you'll get people that can't afford, or they think they can't afford, because I'll tell you, anybody that really wants change will find a way to get it, right? You can offer them one of those lower, don't offer them a dozen, just pick one that you like the most and offer them something that you feel like is in alignment with them. That's where your intuition comes into play with your business too, is like you talk to somebody, what is going to be the best for them. And then this will help you in the meantime until you get to that point where you really want to make that commitment and that huge transformation, okay? So that's where having a downsell or even an upsell, like if you have your main offer, that's a group program, you can offer an upsell as well, which is maybe one-to-one intensive, right? So it's not getting rid of everything. It's just making that one thing that really is what you're focused on. You're putting out there, you're offering to all your people. Your mind is focused on this thing and it's not scattered all over the place. Because again, when you're scattered, nobody hears. It's like the universe doesn't know what you want. It's like, well, she just said she wants this over here, but then she's offering this over here. And then there's a little tidbit over here. And there's this thing over here. What do I send her? Well, I'll just scatter it. So really we don't get any kind of impact, right? So that's where I want you to think about when you think about a transformational offer and how that can really level up. And we go in deeper in this, like I said, in the 1K per day masterclass. And it's really incredible because once this clicks, I'm going to go over pricing and the energetic price points. And it's just incredible. But once this really clicks for you and you really start working with it, your life will change. Your business will change. I've seen it change. It's massive. You cannot not change once you get your mind wrapped around this. So join us for the 1K per day masterclass for intuitive business owners, coaches, and healers. Well, we'll go over all of these things we just talked about in depth. So we're going to create your aligned transformational high ticket offer. So that is a big thing. And one of the days we're going to go over that. We're going to sit down. There's a workbook included. You're going to go over what that would mean to you. All right. Then we're going to use our energetic pricing technique, which is very unique, to match your vibration to your offer. So again, vibrational matching, vibrational alignment. You just can't just slap a number on there, right? So we're going to use a special technique to really get that lined up with where you're at now, because not all of us are going to be able to make an offer and say, 10K, man, 10K, right? You are going to start off wherever it's in a vibrational alignment with you today. And then we're going to see where that is. We're going to do that energetic pricing technique tool. And then you're going to put that on there. And then you can raise it later. You can rematch it later as you go, because we're always constantly changing. All right. And then one of the other things we're going to go to is letting go of your limiting beliefs, your unconscious thoughts and patterns that keep holding you back. And it doesn't matter what your past results were. All right. If you failed in the past, it's not really failing. I want you to remember this. Fail forward. Like, what do they say? I just heard something yesterday, like fail is the sister of fortune or something like that, where we're learning so much from the things that we've tried, right? You've learned so much. I want you to take those examples of what didn't work so that you can do the things that will work, okay? So that then you're going to move forward so you can step into that next level version of you. And that is where you want to be. The next level version. And that's one of the things we do next in the 1K per days too. I keep saying next week, but it's in 2 weeks. February 28th. So the thing about it is, you want to be able to step into that next level version of you. And I'm going to show you how to do that so that you can really feel and step into that energy of who you want to be, because a part of you is already there. But really stepping into that, I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to do that together so that you can feel how exciting and that vibrational energy. We're going to call on your higher self. She's going to help you really tap in to where your blocks are, the hidden, the cloaked, those things that have been, stored for lifetimes, and help you uncover this. And we're going to do that together so that we can work through a lot of this. We clear so much stuff out during that week. It's crazy. So, and finally, we're going to get you into the vibrational alignment, raise your frequency to attract your dream clients, business, and lifestyle, because it's all connected, right? Your health, your wealth, your relationships, your happiness, it's all connected. So what do you say? Are you in? Post in the comments that you're going to be joining us. I will post in the comments to help you be able to get that link easily. Okay. So post in the comments if you are in. I want to see that. And then we're going to go ahead and do the card drawing. All right. Let me see here. And then we're going to do this beautiful energy of your business oracle deck. We're going to be doing a drawing on this. I'm going to start off with just doing the 3-card draw. And then after that, we're going to let you, if any of you want a card, I'll let you choose one. Let me just go ahead and check in here and see if anybody is showing up. Oh, yes. Oh, great. Super. It is showing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me go ahead and check over here. I always post this in my group as well, in case anybody in there would like a card. Love that too. All right. So I'm not seeing the names very well in the comments here. If you would like a card, go ahead and just just say, I would love one. I'm going to go ahead and draw one for the week. We're going to go ahead and draw 3 for the week. Okay. So I want you just to focus on whatever it is that you're being led to this week. All right. Where are you being led and guided to work in this week? And just focus on what card is going to come for you. And anybody watching the replay for this, don't forget that if you're watching this, that means it's for you. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to do 3 cards. And then we'll go over those 3 cards. All right. So the first card is team. I love it. Isn't that a beautiful card? All right. So team, the divine, your guides, angels, and universe are here to support you. So what does that mean to you? That means to put trust out there, to put the trust that you can always call on your team to support you. Okay. A lot of people just look at a team as maybe a VA or a copywriter or Facebook ad specialist or whatever like that. Your energetic team is the divine, your guides, angels, and your universe. And you can even call on your ancestors to help guide you and where you need to be. And that's where intuition comes in. It's like having that deep knowing, that gut instinct of knowing where you need to be. By calling on guidance, God, source, universe, it's just getting all the help that you always have available to you. All right. So make sure that you're tapping into that at all times. You just have to ask. That's all it takes. All right. The next thing is your zone. So step into your zone of genius. You have everything you need to succeed now. So stepping into your zone of genius, that's not just going out and saying, oh, that over there is something that I don't know a lot about, but I'm going to go ahead and make a 7-day challenge about it. No, it's like, what do you know right now that you are super confident about, that you have a deep knowing about, that you're feeling a deep connection about? That is your zone of genius. And when you step into that zone of genius, that is where miracles happen for others. That's where you're able to help people. And I'm sure you have people show up all the time that are always asking you for help. What are they asking for help with from you? Really start to pay attention to, what is it that people ask of you? Where are they coming to you for help? And when you really tap into that deeply, it gets you excited because that is your zone of genius. And then you can really expand on that and learn more about that. Don't just go out and see what somebody else is doing and go, oh, I'm going to do that. No, that's not your zone. It's something that's already intuitively there. Like, I'm a spiritual entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I started off with the Kool-Aid stands, and then it was like from the very beginning that I could remember, I was always figuring out a way to make income and listening and moving forward. And we've had so many businesses that we've done that it's been crazy. It's awesome. All right. Oh, and I can see now why Shining Mentors it didn't go in there. Dang it. Shoot. So that's where tech difficulties come in. We have these things aren't showing up. So I need to go in there and make sure those are hooked up for the next call. Oh, wow. I can just download it and upload it to those later. All right. So your zone of genius. All right. The next thing is heal yourself. Heal yourself. All right. So this means take time to work on yourself. Are you taking time to work on yourself? I want you to make sure that you pay special attention this week for taking time to heal yourself. Okay. So if that means going and getting a massage, if that means making an appointment for a yearly checkup, if that means doing some energy work on yourself, if that just means taking some sea salt baths and relaxing, it's healing yourself, taking that time to really heal yourself. And that is a beautiful card. You can use crystals, you can use meditation, you can use energy work like my quantum key method, whatever that is to you. Make sure that you are really stepping into that, okay? Heal yourself. Take that time. All right, let me see if anyone has left any comments. And just use these cards for guidance. Again, it was a team. Like I said, call on your team, call on God Source Universe, call on your guides, call on your ancestors, anyone that you need to ask for help and listen to your intuition. The second one was your zone. Stay in your zone. Get into your zone of genius, okay? That place where you naturally already have that gift that people are already coming to you for. Really look for that this week, okay? And the last, again, was heal yourself. Take that time for yourself. Put that energy into working through your own beliefs, your patterns, your programming, your blocks. And again, you can use the quantum key method to really get to that. It's really important that you really step into that level, that next level version of yourself. And part of that is healing yourself so that you can get there and stay rooted and grounded in that more. Okay. And I am not seeing anyone here that is looking for a card. Let me double check this. I am going to go ahead and refresh. And again, I can see where I had some tech difficulties, so I'll probably upload this to, let me see here. I'll probably upload this individually. Nope, I don't see anyone. If I see anyone afterward, I'll just DM you your card, and we will just wish you a wonderful week. This is where, and don't forget the 1K per day. We want you to be there, okay? It's going to be a wonderful masterclass, and it's going to change your business and life, all right? So you guys have a great rest of the week, and we will talk to you later. Take care. Bye.